Hey you guys, it's Leanne with Paper Heart Scissors, and I have been away, but I got my 7 cent stamp July card kit, and I wanted to, since I missed the 4th of July, it had a lot of papers and things in it that were really very red, white, and blue, and I thought I would kind of take it in a different direction and do really a two-color card two ways. So using the dark blue and the cream, it'd still be very nautical. And this is a little sketch that I did, and then I stamped to the size and the scale so that I could make two matching cards, and I had a good idea of the perspective or the scale, because I'm going to put a tag on there with the sail away, and then tie that on with the little compass and star that came in with the kit in the little Tim Holtz. Oh, what are those things called? The little objects, ephemera, embellishments. Anyway, so I measured the size of my tag once I had kind of a layout that I was happy with. I did a little sketch first, as you can see, then I kind of stamped it to scale right below it so I could kind of test out the size. And then I measured the size of the tag and cut that out, and then did the stamping with Hero Arts dark blue with navy ink. I really love that dark navy. It perfectly coordinated with the rest of the kit. So you will see me go through the process. I'm going to speed the video up a little bit in a minute. It took about, I think, 30 minutes to make the two cards, and I will walk you through the rest of the process as we go along. So I made that a banner just by simply cutting up the middle and trimming the sides away. And then you can see I'm placing it on the card as well as within the layout, just to make sure that I'm really happy with the proportions of everything. So then I decided that on the dark blue card, I wanted to, well, on both of them, I wanted to emboss with Ranger Liquid Platinum embossing powder. And I thought that on the dark card that was going to be really especially nice. So, but it turned out beautifully on both of them, actually. And I wanted to play with a mix of the Liquid Platinum embossing powder and with the dark blue ink and the white. So really making this design almost just be two colors, navy and the cream. And then at the very end, I actually used a red string on the white card with the tag, which still is nautical, but not too 4th of July. But you know, really, it could have been gold, it could have been silver, or more of that kind of natural one that came with the kit. I didn't have any more of that color, so I used red. So I'm stamping all the clouds in there. I know, again, because of my sketch, I know where they're overlapping. And then I decided that I would do some of the water embossed, and then also do 3 rows and have 2 of the rows be flat, and do 1 row that actually was dimensional and raised and done on another piece of paper. So that there would be 3-dimensional elements to this card. There'll be the tag with the little embellishment, and then there will be this wave and the sailboat that goes in, kind of sitting in the waves. And I wanted to make one of those waves dimensional because I wanted the boat to kind of sit down inside of it. So you can see I made almost all of my parts. Now I'm going to I embossed the extra wave. I decided that the white card should actually have a navy tag. So I'm cutting out the navy tag, and then I have to emboss that one as well. I'm kind of cheating and just using my other one to scale instead of measuring it, but it's faster. And then they're actually exactly the same size, which is nice. So I did that, and then I'm going to have to emboss that with the liquid platinum and go away and do that. And then I fussy cut these waves out. It was really, really easy. I didn't I didn't have the dies for the set, but they're really simple shapes. You could cut out the boat if you didn't use the die cut sailboat. I actually ended up using the stamped sailboat for the white card and the die cut one for the blue. And then I also wanted to switch up. I did a blue wave in the center of the white card, and then I didn't really know if I wanted to put a white one in the middle of the blue. I ended up sticking with blue, but you really could have gone completely opposite on both of these cards and used opposing pieces. So where I just put that blue one on the blue card, that little middle wave would have been white. I actually didn't do that. I went with another blue layer in there. So I have almost all my parts ready. I was going to put a little grommet in the sail, and you can see that I skipped ahead a little bit here so that this wouldn't be way too long. And you can see that I embossed also in liquid platinum on the same cardstock that came in the kit the other sailboat from the stamp set, because I like the proportions of that white one on the blue card. On the blue, I actually used the little die cut sailboat, and it holds its own, and maybe it's just because it's the darker color on the light. So it's nice. I used both. I think they both work. I just liked the white one better on the blue background. And then I'm going to put these little grommets through the card and use my chomper to seal them. And you're going to see me do that on the blue. I punch a hole first because I find that it's easier to do. Some people actually put the grommet directly on the chomper and then put the piece of paper in there, but I think that this is cleaner and it seems to come out better. But I'm going to string the little ornament, the compass embellishment onto the tag now, and then I'm going to wrap it actually around. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, so you'll see me kind of mess around with it. I decided that I didn't want the string to go over the tag, so I took it out and I did it the opposite direction, and I wrapped it around first and then came through the tag and then tied it on. So I'm making all these mistakes so you don't have to. So now you can see it's right, it's sitting kind of nice on top. There's a lot of dimension. I actually put some dimensions on the back to just raise that top part of the tag up a little bit, and also let me tie the string on and move it around and still get it nice and tight. It's going to kind of hold it in place, and then I can adjust the string and then tie it. It gave me a little bit of time to kind of wiggle it around but keep the tag where I wanted it to be on the other side. So I'm actually going to put glue on the back and lay the panel down, and that will hold the string in place. It's kind of nice. It's going over the water now, and I had to trim off the edges there and lay that down really nicely, and then bring it around and tie it on, and tie the ornament on, and then put a little knot. Did a little knot first, and then I could string the little compass embellishment onto the string. I feel like I should have music for you guys. One trick with the little natural, those little hemp strings, if they ever won't go back together for you, you can always take a little piece of, or just like a dab of the glue, whatever glue you're using, and you can see that I'm adjusting the size of the bow. You can really pull it down to make it whatever size you want. Get it kind of where you want it to go. And then after you cut the strings, if you want to position it and you want it to be very picky, like stay in a specific slot, you can actually put a little glue dot, or you can use a little bit of the Tombow multi-medium there. That matte glue will hold it in place and not show up. And so I'm going to repeat this on this side, except that I'm going to use some red string to tie this one on and down. And there was a little bit of glue, extra glue there that I had to clean away. If you ever have that, you can actually take your craft knife and you can scratch a little bit away, and then just use a really soft eraser, and you really don't see that. Most of it disappears. I'm putting the dimensions, some dimension on this tag as well, so that it will hold it in place while I tie it around the back. The red's really cute here. I could see that you could do like a pretty pool color as well. Or you could back the tag up with some pattern paper too, and put a border, make the tag a little bit smaller or bigger, and have the boat kind of be on top or the bottom, and you could make a background for the tag or a border out of some of the pattern paper. But I had already made the decision to stay away from that, so that it wouldn't be too 4th of July, since I missed that. And I will show you the mini journal that I have been working on from the trip this summer. And as soon as I get that kind of in order, and I can show you, but that's what I've been spending my time on instead of making some cards. So hopefully you will appreciate these, and that this was inspiring for you guys. I really love to get the kits because they force me to work with something that I didn't necessarily choose. And then I used the Wink of Stella, of course, to paint my sailboat, and I added some to the waves as well, just for that little extra bit of shimmer. The card is, I think, great for men or women. It really is kind of unisex. Could be a great birthday card for a man. Man cards, they're hard. I really enjoyed making this card with the kit, and I hope you did too, and you got inspired. Please let YouTube know if you enjoyed the video, and see more on my blog at paperheartscissors.com. Enjoy! Bye guys!